Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Time now for game number 3 of our coverage today at Kent State's Schoonover Stadium. It's a team that we haven't seen with a bunch of faces we haven't seen, taking on a team that we have seen a lot this summer, but with a lot of new, fresh faces. It is Team Ohio Pro Select and the ESC Jr Seawolves, and it is up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Smacked into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
And there's another one. It's back to back Jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
A lot of big names on hand at Schoonover Stadium this afternoon. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 4 on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Today it is Team Ohio Pro Select taking on the ESC Jr Seawolves. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. 1 p.m. first pitch, and that is what we are anticipated for this game. We are on schedule as of right now, but all it takes is one game to change that. This game might not be the one that changes it, but this game might be the one that gives you a fresh perspective on some of the top prospects in the area. Team Ohio Pro Select, we've seen them a lot this summer, and I mean a lot. Only, I would say, we've seen OEB Rundgren more than them. But a lot of different faces in here. Not usually a team that is known for change, but this time out, with a lot of teams being done, they have absorbed a lot of top talents from Northeast Ohio, and they are looking to use them today. First pitch is over the plate and a strike at 12:59, and we are off to the races. On the mound, it is a familiar face in Braden Songer, the rising senior at Hubbard. We have seen him a lot this summer. I don't think we've seen him on the mound, but YSN called him their pitcher of the year for a reason in a very contested Youngstown area. So I think now is the time to see why our counterparts over in the Youngstown area have given him that designation. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Songer sets and fires, and it is in the dirt for ball 2. Leading things off for the Seawolves, it is Ryback, the shortstop. Maddox and McGrath are to follow in the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Songer's pitch, it is there for strike 3 looking. 1 up, 1 down. It is a great start for the rising senior. And this is what I expect to see from Songer all day. A lot of challenging pitches early on. It makes the batter second guess himself. And there it is. Strike 3 looking. I don't think that's the last time we're going to see that today. First pitch, just like the last one, a strike looking. 0-1 the count. Colton Maddox, the third baseman, now steps in. Songer wasting no time, quickly up 0-2. A tremendous start for number 8 on the bump. Can he go 2 for 2 with the strikeouts? The 0-2, it is in the dirt for ball 1. Good patience from Maddox in the box. If he would have went there, that would have been strike 3 as that was in the dirt. But I like how he wasn't going to give him something to hit there. Went aggressive, attack down low, doesn't get the strike, but still a chance here. The 1-2, driven foul. Good connection on the swing, but needs to straighten it out a lot. And given the sheer speed of Songer, expect a lot of balls down the right field side. Swing and a miss on the 1-2. It's a drop third, throw down to 1 in plenty of time. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Songer. And his start gets even better. And looking down that right field line, a familiar face to us, but not to Team Ohio Pro Select. It is our good old friend from Alliance, Lincoln Reese, playing in right today. Played for the Stark Raiders this summer. Their campaign ended a couple of days ago, so now he is rolling with the Tops. He's going to be a senior this upcoming year at Alliance, playing for Coach Graffis. So we'll see how the Aviators do after they bowed out in the district semifinal to Lake this past season. But usually a third baseman by trade. He, along with Michael Blackwell, made up one of the best left sides of the infield in the area. Fly ball popped up to the left side in no man's land in foul territory, and it is going to be caught by Johnson in left, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 defensive inning for the Tops. Their defense, it is business as usual. Is that going to be the case for the offense? Find out when we return. No score on SmeeSports as you are watching the 2025 Kent State Invite number 4 in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Nico Heekin steps in to get things underway in the bottom of the first inning. No score on SmeeSports. Heekin's a rising senior, plays his high school ball for Valley, PA. He has been the go-to leadoff hitter. Asked what went wrong in that game, and he was pretty blunt and said the guys wanted to hit a home run. It was slower pitching. They had to adjust to it, but They kind of wanted to attack more than they wanted to get the small base hits. And I'm sure since that game, they will have a different ideology heading into this one, as it does appear that we will see some slower pitching today. And they're going to have to be ready for that if they want to get 2 big wins today. The 3-0 runs inside for ball 4. Good patience from Heekins, and the leadoff man is aboard. Being aggressive is a great thing in the game of baseball offensively. If you can get the big hit, you can take that big hit and make yourself pretty much a known commodity. And we saw that in the last game with Simperman. But in a game like this, when we're not seeing strikes early on, when you're favored to win heavily, you have to do the little things right to make sure that actually happens. That AMP game, I am sure, is bulletin board material. It is a great thing to show them, to say, this is what happens when we lose sight of what matters most in our game. We are a team. We aren't individuals. And if they can take that message from that AMP game, that was still a win, and apply it to today, then these guys can walk out of here 2-0 with 2 big wins. Runner will go, the 1-0. It's going to skip wide right, and Heekins is in scoring position. Waldron struggling so far, and if you are the starting catcher, which is Ayers, now would be a good time to go and talk to your pitcher. Okay, 6 balls, no strikes so far. What's happening? We got to get something going here. You got to give him something. And that has to be a message. I'm sure if this is a ball, you kind of are going to see it more. And it is. So now 3-0 counts. It is Vinny Pezzuolo in, wearing number 5. He is a rising senior at Mohawk High School. And Mohawk is out in Pennsylvania. The 3-0, it is down low and in for ball 4. It is back-to-back 4-pitch walks. So 8 balls to no strikes. And the throwback, it is going to go behind the pitcher and into the diamond. But I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen anything said to Waldron on the mound. You got to settle him down here. You got to tell him there's a lot of game left. You got to keep focus. Now it is Joe Johnson, the left fielder, step in. Johnson, a rising senior at Medina. First pitch to the left fielder is inside for ball 1. 1 put out for Johnson so far in this game. And earlier this week, he was down, I believe, in Columbus for a PBR showcase. First ball swung on in this game is a deep drive to left, but it is going to be caught for out number 1. That is Vinny Morganti out in left making the play. Still 2 on, but 1 down now. And that'll bring in Matthew Mansberry. Mansberry is going to be a rising senior at Walsh Jesuit High School, and he is known for committing to play college ball at the school up north, Michigan. So he is going to be a Wolverine when it's all said and done at Walsh. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. He is one of the newcomers today for this Team Ohio squad, and the moment you think they start losing some guys that are key pieces, which they do, they have a lot of key pieces that aren't here today, such as your Penn State guys, they get somebody just as good in. And somebody asked me, I think it was Friday when I was doing the NABF World Series, who's the best team you've seen this summer? And I said, this Team Ohio Pro Select is up there. I would be remiss if I didn't mention them, just how strong they have been all summer. And a lot of it's just the little things. 3-0 count on Mansberry. It is Carlson, the catcher, awaiting in the on-deck circle. The 3-0 driven to the right side. It is through into right field, and they are going to send the opening run home. The play at the plate, it is not going to happen. It is cut off. That'll put 2 runners in scoring position on an RBI single. Team Ohio on the board first. It's a beautiful piece of hitting off to that right side. Beautifully driven, exactly what the doctor ordered. Mansberry, a newcomer to this squad. He just fits in perfectly. And now that sets up Carlson with 2 runners in scoring position. And still 1 down in the inning. Fly ball sent foul off to the right side. 0-1 the count. Setting the defense, it is Waldron on the mound. Ayers behind the dish. Over at first, it is Love. Selling at second. It is going to be Ryback at short. Maddox is in at third. Morganti's in left. McGrath is in center. And out in right field, it is Burrows. And that sets up the defense for the ESC Jr Seawolves. 1 ball, 1 strike. Waldron trying to settle in. Once again, fouled off. Now 1-2 the count. And for those who are from Erie and watching, well, from there, or for those who understand minor league baseball, the Erie Seawolves, they are a minor league organization. And I was talking with the head coach of the Seawolves before this game, and he said they're involved. They're not overbearing, but they're still involved, and they have been great to this roster. And that is the beautiful thing. We see it with the RBI Guardians more often. These bigger organizations, they help out the next generation. They give them an avenue to play. They give them the cool jerseys. They give them that opportunity to succeed at that level. And it's really a great thing to see. And we also saw it with the Padres back in June. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Ground ball chopped over towards second. Throw to 1. It is in time for out number 2. But that is also going to bring in run number 2 of the inning. It is Team Ohio Pro Select up 2-zip. Nicely done by Carlson. Puts it in play. Gets his RBI. It's a 2-run lead early on for Team Ohio Pro Select. And now it is the ever-dangerous power hitter Julian Taranovich stepping in. Taranovich might have the best swing on this roster. He has a lot of power. First pitch down low for ball 1. He's a rising senior in the Canfield area, not for the Cardinals, but for South Range. 1 ball, no strikes. Waldron's pitch, it is in the dirt for ball 2. If Taranovich keeps the inning going, it would then turn to Jake Beard. And Beard will be a rising senior at St. V's, and potentially could be their starting catcher this upcoming year. Good drive into center field, still going back, and it is down for extra bases. There is Taranovich's hefty swing. He is in at 2, and it is an RBI double for the power hitter. Make it 3-0 Team Ohio Pro Select. And the offense is back in business as we would expect from them. Every game, these guys have the ability to go and score 10-plus early on. 3 in this inning so far, but I don't think their offensive day is anywhere near its completion. These guys, they are hungry, and they have learned from that AMP game, and that learning curve has definitely helped them become better ball players. It was a wake-up call for them because early on in the year, they were steamrolling teams. They were quite simply taking down some teams. Then they had some tough losses, some tougher games than they should have had. They got back to the basics, and here they are again. A team that every single game you have to fear their offense and you have to respect their bats, because if not, the game's going to be over before you think it even starts. And that is what you can say the beauty of this team is. 2-0, it is going to be in there for strike 1. Next inning for the Seawolves, it is Selin, Waldron, and Ayers, 4, 5, and 6. And they are going to need some offense to get back in this game. Beard fouls that one back. Now 2-2 the count. If the EH keeps the inning going, it goes to Drake Bosher, the first baseman, in the 8 slot. After him, it is Lincoln Reese in the hole. And then I believe Songer is going to hit in the 10 slot. 2-2, weak pop to the right side, and it is going to clear the Seawolves dugout. I mentioned it earlier on today. This is game number 1 of 2 today for Team Ohio Pro Select. They are the only team with a doubleheader here in Kent. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, it is inside for ball 3, and we are full. The format of this Kent State Invite is the same. You have 4 pool play games across 4 days. 1 day's a doubleheader. 1 day you have 1 game. And then the next, I believe, you just have off. So you have 2 single days, 1 doubleheader, and then an off day. Payoff pitch, it is skied, and that one might get out of here, and it will. And that is going to drop someone in front of us in the bleachers. Maybe, we'll try to count these real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 rows down. Something along those lines. That is not an exact science. Payoff pitch again. It is wide for ball 4. And that is going to put runners at the corners as on the pass ball, the runner does advance. So an opportunity for Team Ohio to add on even more in this inning. It is Bosher's turn to do some damage. Bosher wearing number 48, one of the younger guys on this roster. You look at this entire roster and you see a lot of 26s, and then you just go over, you move your pen over, 27, it's Bosher. So he's just a rising junior. playing up with this group, and let me tell you, he is one heck of a talent. He plays his high school ball for Toronto. Good rip to the right side. It is down the line. It is an RBI single, and that is going to put runners once again at the corners. And there is his offensive prowess on display. Nice poke down the line. Doesn't use too much power, but just enough to put it in a tough spot to deal with. And now it's an opportunity for another newcomer in Lincoln Reese to do some damage. Lincoln Reese is a rising senior at Alliance High School. And for those who might not even know the area, you should know the college that is in Alliance, where I go, the University of Mount Union. Nicknamed, at least for football, the Machine, as they have won a lot of national titles. Haven't won one since 2017. They came close losing to North Central this past year, but they are still nicknamed the Machine, and for good reason. 0-1 the count on Reese. And speaking of the Purple Raiders, Lincoln Reese played for the Stark Raiders, which is a similar color scheme and similar branding to the Purple Raiders. Now an 0-2 count. Throw down a second, not in time. But Reese is a good talent for the Aviators. Usually plays third base. Should be doing the same again this upcoming year. And with a couple of key pieces leaving the organization, he will have to be a leader, kind of like Michael Blackwell, the guy who stood, I would say, maybe 50 feet off to his left at short. Or to go with the guy that we'll see tomorrow, his center fielder, Brady White. Both great leaders for the Aviators. The 1-2, it is going to be taken in the dirt, and we are even. But good to see some of these Aviator guys this summer. We got to see Bo Davis already playing as he was with Release. 2-2 up high for ball 3, and we are full. After Reese, I believe we're going to go to Songer. And I believe that is a Hubbard Eagles batting helmet, so I would assume we are correct. But we will see when he turns his back. Payoff pitch. It is there for strike 3 looking, and the side is retired at long last. First strikeout of the day for Johnny Waldron, and the inning is over. But it is a great start offensively for Team Ohio Pro Select. 4 runs come across and score. Through 1 in Kent, it is the Tops on top, up 4-zip on the Seawolves. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. It is Sellen stepping in to get things underway in the top of the second inning, and he will ground over towards second. Scooped up off screen. Throw to 1 is in plenty of time. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch. Great efficiency by the defense to get that first out. For those just tuning in, 4-0 your score. This game firmly in the hands of Team Ohio Pro Select. Johnny Waldron, the starting pitcher, now steps in. First pitch from Songer out wide right for ball 1. Remember, 2 more games after this today as Team Ohio Pro Select stays with us to take on the Marucci Spikes. Then after that game, a different Marucci Spike squad steps in, and they will take on Release Baseball Carinci to round out the day at 5:30. The 2-0, it is in the dirt for ball 3. Waldron taking his time, no urgency to swing, as this is his count to control. The 3-0, it is in there for strike 1. Good response from Songer. But going back to that inning, it was just timely hitting from the tops that got the job done. 3-1 bounces in for ball 4, and that'll be the first base runner of the game for the Seawolves. They needed something early on in this second inning to give them a spark, and with one down, they find it. With one down, that'll bring in Landon Ayers wearing number 80. He is the starting catcher for the Seawolves this afternoon. A lot of teams from Pennsylvania making the trip on in. I believe a couple of the Marucci Spike squads are from that area. So we should see some more PA flair today, and then on top of that, a good amount of this Tops roster is from Pennsylvania. Good drive off to the right side. It is through into right field, and it is a one-out single for Ayers. Now there's 2 base runners on here for the Seawolves. After that first inning, things didn't look too good, but right now they do have a good opportunity to build themselves an opportunity to get back in. And they will need to take that opportunity right now. Time now called as we have a rather long pause. And it does appear that pause is going to be to bring in a courtesy runner. And that is going to be McGrath coming on to run. So 2 on, 1 down as Zach Love, the first baseman, steps in. First pitch from Songer on the money for strike 1. And if you are Braden Songer, now is the time that you kick it into high gear. You work from here. You just go back to the way you were pitching to begin the game and go from there and see what happens. And he is so far now an 0-2 count. We talk about it a lot, and it's a lot, I would say, in comparison to basketball, where if you make one shot, the rest seem to fall. Same with strikes. You get one strike, the rest seem to fall in place. 0-2, swing and a miss, and on 3 pitches. Songer is back. He now has 3 strikeouts today. 2 down. But going back to that basketball analogy, once you hit that first shot, the rest fall into place. Exhibit A for the baseball comparison. Once you get that first strike, the rest fall into place. 2 pitches later after the first strike, it is seemingly now a more manageable situation for the defense. First pitch, nice block behind the dish from Carlson. 1-0 the count. It is the number 8 hitter, Vinny Morganti, the left fielder, stepping in now for the Seawolves. He recorded the first out of the last inning, taking care of Johnson. The 1-0 swing and a miss, now 1-1 the count. If the inning continues past Morganti, it would then go to Wyatt Swan, the EH. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 2 down, 2 on, top of 2. Swing and a miss on the elevated fastball. Now 1-2 the count. Excellent work from Songer. He has really turned a new corner. A tough start to the inning, but he is back to his best, but not out of it yet. And he still has to work as he misses up high for ball 2. Good challenging pitch, though. He could have gotten the chase. He's already gotten it once. But that time, it does appear that Morganti adapts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Songer set to try it again. And that time he gets it. Strike 3 on the top corner looking. And the inning is over. 4 strikeouts so far today for Braden Songer. And the inning is over. Team Ohio's defense holds up again. And they will take their 4-0 lead into the bottom of the inning. You are watching the 2025 Kent State Invite number 4 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Team Ohio Pro Select trying to do it again in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch is going to be fouled back, 0-1 the count. It is Braden Songer leading things off, followed by Heekins and Pezzuolo, 10-1 and 2 for the home team. For those just tuning in, a very strong bottom of the first inning for the Tops, able to plate a total of 4 runs. The run rules are 12-run lead after 3, 10 after 4, 8 after 5. And they are well on their way to at least finding one of those. 0-1 runs inside. Count now even. We have seen Songer this season play in the infield, but never on the mound. On the 1-1, he will pop it up on the infield, over towards second, and the play is made for out number 1. Usually when we see Songer, he is over at shortstop and does hit near the top of the order. This time he is at the bottom and makes way for the top of the order as we are back to Nico Heekins. Heekins 0 for 0 today as he walked his first time up. And same with Pezzuolo, who awaits in the on-deck circle. First pitch backs him out for ball 1. Waldron trying to find a rhythm, does have a strikeout so far in this game. But after that tough start, needs to get back in his groove if he wants to give his team a shot to get back in it. They got 2 runners on at the top of the inning, but nothing else. Popped up off to the left side, and this one is going to go into the dugout and bounce out foul. So from the dugout floor to the top of the clubhouse it goes. A high hop on a high hanger. Now 1-1 the count. Heekins, the lefty, trying to do some damage in the bottom of the second inning. He'll take the 1-1 up and in for ball 2. It is definitely getting a lot warmer here at Schoonover Stadium. As expected, in between games, I go down to the turf to get the lineup cards from both coaches, and it is toasty down there. 2-1 will hit, now 2-2 the count. The only saving grace is a good portion of the dugout is shaded. So if the players hang out in there, it is not nearly as bad. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and it is going to go foul. This is only day number 2 out of 4 for pool play. And then Sunday is the championship round of this Kent State Invite, the final tournament of the 965 season. The 2-2 chopped foul. The all-prospect showcase also going on as well. But this will be it for us as we are doing these games today. And then that is it for our coverage with the 965 this summer. It's been a fun summer so far. More on that later. But we are looking forward to next summer as we hope to cover more games in this circuit. 2-2 once again fouled away to the left side. But this does not mark the end of our summer coverage, as after today we have 6 games left to go. Tomorrow we will be in Canton all day at Thurman Munson Stadium. It is the NABF College World Series as the pool play begins. It's day 1 of 2 for that. Once again, the 2-2 is fouled down the right side this time. But we begin with the Jasper Reds taking on the Mountaineer Lumber Company. And then our day will run until 6:30 with our last game being the Stark County Terriers and the 3B Barons. 2-2 up high for ball 3. And finally, we will change the count. We are full. Then Sunday, 9 and 11:30 a.m. rounds out our summer coverage, semifinal, and then the championship game. Payoff pitch. You guessed it, it's fouled away. Excellent battle from Nico Heekins in this at-bat so far. But looking forward to concluding our summer coverage, and then it is time to become a full-time I would say, sales representative for SmeeSports, as I have to go and sell sponsorships for our fall season. More info on that later on. Payoff pitch is up high for ball 4, and after one heck of a battle, Heekins finally gets first. Given that battle, he would feel hard done by if he wasn't rewarded with at least first base. In the end, he does just enough, waits patiently, and he is on with one down. Now Vinny Pezzuolo, the third baseman, steps in 0 for 0 as he walked his first time up on 4 pitches. Throw back to 1. It is going to be late. But really looking forward to tomorrow at Thurman Munson. That'll be our first time at the stadium. We have never been there. Looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. It is an old minor league stadium. I know the press box is rather lengthy, and I believe there are loges on either side of it. So should be a nice place and a good spot for us to watch some baseball that isn't hopefully too hot. I would assume the awning does help out with that as well. And as well, speaking as this is our final 965 couple of games of the year, we thank Kent State for their hospitality this summer in allowing us to use their press box. Runner goes on the 0-1, and it is to the backstop. Heekins thinking about going to third, and he is going to stay put. I think Pezzuolo told him to go ahead, and in the end, he did not. Maybe Coach Chad over at third base had a different vantage point, which he does. And he could have seen something that Heekins didn't like, or at the same time, something that Pezzuolo overlooked. The 1-1, it is Sky, but I think it's going to get out of here. And it is going to drop foul, and that is going to be right in front of us again. Count now 1-2. And that is one thing that I don't think we're going to have to worry about at Thurman Munson. As if a ball gets up to us in the press box, then I would have a lot of questions. And to be fair, we're using, I think, every window except one today. That's facing forward. The side two, yeah, those are just kind of open for ventilation. As it does get plenty hot up here in the press box, but still better than being directly in the sun. The 1-2 lined into right field, caught for out number 2, and Heekins is unable to tag up. So that'll retire Pezzuolo. With 2 down, that'll bring in Joe Johnson, the left fielder, an opportunity to bring in 1 run this inning, still on the horizon for Team Ohio Pro Select. And after such a strong start, they would feel hard done by if they can't get anything across this inning. And they kind of have to keep their run rule hopes alive and going in the right direction. First pitch, cranked foul to the right side, 0-1 the count. This offense can explode for a whole host of runs at any given moment, but the more comfortable this game is for them, the better they would feel thereof. And they still have to play another game after this, so the quicker they can get done with game number 1 and get game number 2 rolling, the better for them, as they need some rest. They already used their off day, so they have a game, I think, the next 2 days, and then Sunday as well. 0-2 pieced up the middle. It is going to hop into center field, and that is going to bring in run number 5, run number 1 of the inning on the E6. Nicely done by Johnson. Good enough power to sneak it past the shortstop, and he gets the fist bump from his first base coach, as it is now 5-0 Team Ohio on top. And this is what the offense does to teams. It makes them make mistakes on the field. They're a great offense, yes, but they are definitely helped out by their ability to force mistakes. Now it is Mansberry back in. Mansberry takes. Johnson is off to the races, and he is in at second base. Good work on the delayed steal by Johnson. Matthew Mansberry, the Michigan commit, 1 for 1 today with an RBI single to his name. And we will see what's going on in the bullpens. Nothing in the Erie pen. There could be something soon in the Team Ohio pen, as I did overhear the coaches talking about pitch counts for their pitchers. Johnson goes again. Throw down to third. It is going to be Eaton. And he is in there. So from first to third, Johnson easily goes. Nicely done. Good precision and good pace. Ground ball to the left side. It is another RBI single for Matthew Mansberry, and that'll make it 6-0 Team Ohio Pro Select. Now he's off to second, and he is in there again. Back-to-back RBI singles that he then advances to second on. Nicely done. And that is why they want him at Michigan. It's plays like that. Time now called by the Seawolves, and this could be a pitching change. They do have one reserve in this game, and we'll see if they end up using him or if this is a straight swap. But that is going to do it for Waldron. His day is done, and we will have the call to the bullpen when we return. Team Ohio Pro Select's offense back in business, up 6-0 on the Erie Junior Seawolves. Colton Maddox, the new pitcher, now warmed up and ready to go in this one as he is in now to replace Johnny Waldron. His first pitch is a ball, 1-0 the count on Colton Carlson, the catcher. He ground out his first time up, but brought in a run in the process. 6-0 your score, bottom of 2 in Kent. Team Ohio Pro Select on their way to a runaway win. And their goal is to make this a bona fide blowout early on. Before the 2-0 throwback, not in time. Mansberry easily in. But this has been a dominant game from Team Ohio Pro Select. They have been, I would say, outmatching this Erie team in every aspect of the game. 2-0 carries him out wide for ball 3. After Carlson, it is Taranovich back in, and Taranovich last time up roped a RBI double into right center field. The 3-0, it is right down Broadway for strike 1. So a good response. Needed a strike, but has plenty of work to do to get back into the at-bat. And still has Mansberry to deal with over at second base. Here comes the 3-1, and he will take it off the plate for ball 4. It is a 2-out walk for Carlson. And based on the way this offense is working, if they can get the run rule in 4, so that would mean that they would have a 10-run lead entering the 5th inning, then I feel like that would be mission accomplished. They need 4 runs to make that happen and 6 outs. And a total of 4 outs to make it happen, too. Taranovich now steps in with runners at the corners. So we will see how the offense addresses this. First pitch taken for strike 1 on the outer edge. I wouldn't be surprised to see Carlson take off over at first, or I believe now his replacement in Pezzuolo. Pezzuolo stays put. It's a pass ball. Now he goes, and it is a delayed read for Mansberry. He is still in, and now this could be a 2-base pass ball, and it is. From first to third he goes. The runner at third scores, And now it is a 7-0 lead for Team Ohio Pro Select. Another 2-out rally for this powerful, powerful offense. 1-1 count, one more runner comes in, and it is a second consecutive 4 spots. Swing and a miss, now 1-2 the count. And if they do get that to happen, then one more 4 spot to make it a trifecta, and the game's done. But Taranovich down to his final strike, 1-2 the count. Maddox trying to get out of the inning here. Not quite, misses up and out. And this is a great sign of things to come for this offense, as they do have another game today. If they can do this again, then even better for them. The 2-2 up high. He will leave it for ball 3, and we are full. After Taranovich, it goes to Jake Beard. And Beard with a great opportunity to bring in potentially 1, maybe 2. The payoff, it is flown over to the right side, and I think it's out of play, and it is. It is off of the Seawolves dugouts. So the count remains full. But 40 minutes into this one, it is Team Ohio Pro Select up 7-0. And their offense continues to impress. Once again, the payoff pitch, it is there for strike 3 looking. Looked low, but they're going to give it to him. And the side is retired. Strikeout number 1 today from Maddox. And the inning is over. But it is a 3 spot for Team Ohio Pro Select through 2 in Kent. It is all tops as they lead this one 7-0 on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Team Ohio Pro Select cruising in this one, 7-0 your score as we enter the top of the 3rd inning. First pitch, a strike, 0-1 the count. So far, the Tops offense has told the story of this game. Now it is Songer's defense coming back in on the mound to really potentially steal the show away from the offense again. You look at him so far today, 4 strikeouts and has allowed 1 hit. Swing and a foul tip. That is strike 3, 1 up, 1 down. So now 5 strikeouts today for Songer. He has been lights out on the rubber, and there is really no surprise that he has been as such. Now it is Burrows, the right fielder, stepping in. And the first pitch he sees in the 10 slot is low for ball 1. Team Ohio Pro Select 5 runs away this inning from ending the game via the run rule. 3 runs the next inning, and then 1 run away from ending it in the 5th. 1-0 misses low for ball 2. And the positive is they will have a lot of downtime in between games, and if they make it happen, to rest up. As there is no sign of the Marucci spikes at all yet. 2-1, tipped foul now, 2-2 the count. The next game is scheduled to get underway at around, I think, 3:15. But if this game is done by 2:15, we should be underway by 2:45 or at the latest 3. So that would put us ahead of schedule heading into our second to last game of the day, with our final game being the other Marucci Spikes team taking on Release Carinci. The 2-2 breaks in for strike 3 looking. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts. 1 time through the order. 6 strikeouts against 10 batters. Songer is truly lights out now. 60% K rate across the at-bats. This is tremendous work from him. But his day is going to be coming to a close soon, as there is going to be some action in the pen as Carter Davis just went in there. 2 up, 2 down. First pitch misses in for ball 1. And I think given his pitch count, he is still available for Sunday. This would be the dream result for the Tops. Keep one of their top arms available for later on in this tournament. But a 2-0 count here. This inning not over yet. As for the bottom of the inning, it's Beard, Bosher, and Reese, 7, 8, and 9. The 2-0, it is going to hit for strike 1. Good redemption pitch from Songer as he is able to get back into this at-bat. Right back, he will take that one. They had to appeal down the line. Now 3-1 the count. Right back, 0 for 1 as he struck out looking his first time up. The 3-1 from Songer, it is bounced in for ball 4. And that'll give the Seawolves some life on the base path with 2 down. And they needed something this inning, something to give them a shot here. We've already seen 1 walk-off run rule accomplished. Could see it again here if the Tops score 5 in the next inning. But we will see what their offense can concoct. First pitch breaks in for strike 1. Beautiful breaking ball in there from Songer. Good left to right motion and able to finally break in. Mattox so far today 0 for 1 with 8 strikeouts. Swing and a miss on the high heat, now 0-2. This Team Ohio roster stifling the offense of the Seawolves. And an opportunity here to get out of the inning with 1 more strikeout. Songer delivers, and it is fouled back. So far, 6 strikeouts, and if this is his final batter, I don't think he would mind ending with 1 more. And that would take his tally up to 7. Runner goes, the 0-2, swing and a miss, and there is number 7. The side is retired. Beautiful pitch inside from Songer, and if that is the last we see of him on the mound, it's an incredible outing for him as expected. Middle of 3 in Kent, and this game belongs to Team Ohio Pro Select. 7-0 your score. You are watching the 2025 Kent State Invite number 4 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The Tops offense back for more, in the bottom of this third inning. It is a 7-0 ball game. 4 runs back in the first, 3 in the second. And we will see what they can do here. First pitch, a strike, 0-1 the count. It's Beard, Bosher, and Reese, 7, 8, and 9 this inning for the Tops offense. And the goal for them is simple. Set up the defense for an opportunity to settle down things and end the game in the top of the inning. But they would need 3 runs to make that happen. Count now 0-2 on Beard. And he will take that one up high for ball 1. Beard, he walked his first time up. Mattock still on the mound for the Seawolves as he came in replacing Waldron last inning. Here comes the 1-2, and it will run in and low. Once again, a very hot day in Kent. Both teams having to battle against this extreme heat. I believe today is supposed to get into the 90s. The 2-2, it is going to skip away, and we are full. A leadoff walk would do wonders for this offense, as if they can get 1 run this inning, that at least sets up the run rule in 2 innings from now. And in a game like this, when you have that comfortable lead, the next step is to then play for that run rule. Payoff pitch, it hits him. Hard 90, ball 4, whichever way you look at it, that is going to be the first base runner of the inning, and a leadoff hard 90. Down in the count early, but Beard battled back in, and in the end, he was able to wear one. And now it is Drake Bosher stepping in. And now it does appear that the action in the bullpen has subsided. So we will see what comes of that, if anything. Bosher will fly that one off to the left side and out of play, as it is going to take a ride off of the clubhouse. Drake Bosher, the rising junior, 1 for 1 today with an RBI single. So a productive offensive outing for him so far. Maddox is 0-1. It is up and out. Count now even. After Bosher, it turns to Lincoln Reese, as Reese is getting ready in the on-deck circle. 1 ball, 1 strike, still a runner at first to deal with. The pitch sails wide left for ball 2, and that is a free base for Beard. Put run number 8 now in scoring position. And if Bosher does get on, this could be a bunting situation for Lincoln Reese. Put 2 in scoring position, 1 down, bring up Songer, and from there, you operate the offense. Or he comes in there and does it himself. Just depends on what the bases look like when he is up. 2-1 up high for ball 3. Right now, it does look like it would be first and second, as it would be a walk, but a pass ball on ball 4, and that's corners. So a completely different setup. Here comes the 3-1, and it is fouled back. We are full. So both strikes in this at-bat have come on foul tips. As well, 2 strikeouts today against the Tops, and both were looking, and both were borderline strikes. So that has to be in the back of Bosher's mind as he sets up to protect the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. It is well outside for ball 4. And after a hard 90 to get things underway, it is a walk. That'll put 2 on, nobody out for Lincoln Reese. Reese did strike out looking his first time up. Had a difficult time getting anything to go off of Waldron. But now he has to go up against Maddox and has a chance for redemption here. Nothing has really gone to him out in right field quite yet in this game. So his main input, at least for game number 1, appears to be offensively. Reese is going to sky that one on the infield. Got way too much underneath it. And that'll be out number 1. Good catch by Maddox coming off of the mound to make the play happen. And now this is decision time. Do we see Songer stay in the game, or do we have a pinch hitter come in and take a spot? It does look like Songer is going to stay in, and I do believe that is the right call. Even if he does not pitch in the next inning, which I don't think he is going to, just given the scenario, I think bringing him in to still hit is a good spot for him to be. First pitch, he will foul down the line and out of play. 0-1 the count. Make sure you stay with us after this game goes final. Then we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. And in the meantime, a substitution has been made. Reese is now on to run for Beard. So it is his speed that will tell his story, at least down the stretch potentially, as this does appear to be the home stretch of the game, at least on paper. The 0-1, it is right down Broadway, now 0-2. But if Maddox can battle back in here with a top awaiting very soon, he can get out of this inning with no damage done, and after that start, that would be big for them. Still 2 runners on. The 0-2, a ball driven into right field, has a chance to get down, and it is going to bounce into no man's land in right field, and that is going to bring in Reese. He is going to come around to score from second base, and that is going to put runners at the corners. Now he takes off for second, and he is in there. Chaos on the bases. Put 2 in scoring position, still 1 down, and the Tops are now up by 8. And still with 1 down, an opportunity here for Heekins to bring in 9 and 10. And if so, 3 more outs and the game ends in the 4th. But Team Ohio kind of getting a lucky break there. First pitch outside for ball 1. Now the big concern is, can this continue into the next game? Or is the offense just going to be restricted to this one single outing? The 1-0, it is there. Now 1-1 the count. A pass ball most likely brings in 1 as well. So a lot of opportunities for this Team Ohio Pro Select offense to get on the board again. The 1-1, swing and a miss, now 1-2. After Heekins, who has walked twice today, it goes to Vinny Pezzuolo. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Once again, 2 runners in scoring position for Team Ohio Pro Select. Heekins swings and misses, 2 down. Second strikeout of the game for Maddox. And that one comes at a big time, and if these 2 runs don't come around to score, we do see the bottom of the 4th. But if they do, we might not. Pezzuolo trying to bring in both, as there is a lot of real estate up the gut. First pitch runs inside for ball 1. After Pezzuolo, it would go to Johnson. Time now 1:57. We are around the halfway point of this game. And if you are the Tops, you are really feeling that sun setting in. The 1-0 up high for ball 2. This game surely theirs, but it just depends on how they will get it. If it will be in 7 innings, 6, 5, 4, or potentially 3. 2-0 doesn't hit him or the bat. It's a pass ball, and that brings in run number 9. They're going to send number 10 home, and the risk pays off. 2 come around to score on the pass ball, and the run rule could be put into effect in the 4th. Nice work by Songer to get in as well. I just expected the 1 to go by. And now they're going to talk about it to see if something happened there. But I think he's safe, and I think the inning should continue, and it will. But that was a really risky move to send both. In the end, the pressure has been taken off of Pezzuolo. The job is done for now. But if he gets on, Johnson would represent the run rule inducing run here in this inning. And he will step in. It is ball 4. And given that being a pass ball, and I think he's going to go to 2. He's trying to go to 2. And now they're saying it hit him. So that's going to change things here. But I absolutely love that hustle from Pezzuolo going all the way around. It was never really designated. So why not sprint around and make something happen? That is something that separates the good teams from the great teams. The desire to get something extra. And once again, Johnson does represent the run rule inducing run in this inning. If he comes around and scores, then that would be the game done and over with. Throw back to first, but not in time. Either way, the Seawolves have to score in the top of the 4th inning, or their day is going to be done. And it does appear that some of the Marucci Spikes are starting to get here to Kent. So if this game is done by 2:15, we will see what time that next game actually gets underway, as I would assume it would be around 2:45 or 3. And that would then move up our final game to around 5. The 1-0, it is on the outside edge now, 1-1 the count. But once again, next up, Team Ohio Pro Select takes on the Marucci Spikes, and that'll be followed up by the Marucci Spikes, the other organization represented with them, as they will be taking on Release. On the outer edge, brought in on a nice frame, now 1-2 the counts. Johnson having to protect as everything is being called on that outer edge. Has to adapt here. Here comes the 1-2, and it will hang high. Next inning for the Erie Seawolves, it is McGrath, Sellon, and Waldron. 3, 4, and 5 to try and keep the game going into the bottom of the 4th inning. The 2-2 pitch, it is flown foul off to the left side. Once again tomorrow, 4 games at the NABF World Series. We are starting not as early as today and not as early as game number 2, but at 11 a.m. A total of 4 games tomorrow at Thurman Munson Stadium. The 2-2, it will go to the backstop. And that'll put run number 11 in scoring position and a full count on Johnson. After Johnson, it is Mansberry, who does have 2 RBI singles to his name so far. With 3 balls, 2 strikes, and we could see some activity once again on the bases. We will see how aggressive Pezzuolo wants to be, and same with Johnson in the batter's box. The payoff pitch up and out for ball 4, and the winning run in the 3rd inning is now at first. Time now called, and I think the Seawolves are going to make a change on the mound, and it looks like they will. I believe that is going to be their one and only reserve coming in. And that is going to be, from what we can tell, Isaac. So we will look on the roster, and from what we have, nobody with that name or surname. So we will see who that is during the break and see what information we can find. But either way, the call to the bullpen has been made. Team Ohio Pro Select in a great spot here, as they are 2 runs away from walking this one off in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Isaac now warmed up and ready to go on the mound. His first pitch tipped foul, 0-1 the count. The run rule inducing run after 3 is at first base, as it is Mansberry 2 for 2 stepping back in. Mansberry has a pair of RBI so far today and a chance for 2 more to conclude this contest. The 0-1 runs inside, almost hits him. Count now even. And looking at this lineup, if we do end the game in the 3rd, The furthest we can get is Taranovich. Anything past him and they don't need to warm up. Mansbury will foul that one off. Now 1-2 the count. Either way, a good chance that this game does end in the top of the inning, as the run rule after 4 would be put into effect. Count now 1-2 on Mansbury. The pitch, he will sky that one up to the right side, and it is going to be caught, and the inning is over. Nice work by the defense getting that final out, and the game will continue. But Team Ohio Pro Select has done enough to end the game in the 4th inning, unless the Seawolves are able to strike at all in the 4th. To the top of the 4th inning we go. It is desperation time for the Seawolves. Final 3 outs to work with, down 10-0 on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Team Ohio Pro Select on the verge of getting their 10-0 victory confirmed in the top of the 4th inning. 10-0 your score, and they are 3 outs away from ending this one here. First pitch of the inning is flown into shallow right field. It'll be called off and taken in by the second baseman, Taranovich, for out number 1. And that is a quick way to get the potential final half inning underway. On the mound now for Team Ohio Pro Select, it is Colin Restar, the rising senior at Youngstown Boardman High School. So we will see how he fares in this final half inning. His second pitch up and in for ball 1. His goal is simple: get out of here in as few pitches as possible. Sullen, the second baseman, 0 for 1 today with a ground out to Taranovich at second. The 1-0 up and in for ball 2. Make sure you hang with us after our final commercial break. Once this game is over, then we will announce our player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. And not a good sign here for Rester, as through 3 pitches, he is going to have the entire infield and his head coach come on in and talk to him. He got the first out, but something seemed off after that last pitch. And I think that is why there was such concern shown, as he's going to throw a couple of warm-up pitches here to see if he can still go. And it is now Beard behind the dish. And based on that, he appears to be good, and I think he is giving himself a vote of confidence, and he's going to stay in. But never good when you just see that long pause in between pitches, and you see everybody go out there and they start to try and figure things out. But Rester does appear to be okay, and the hope is that he truly is. His 2-0 is in there for strike 1. He is back. Good work finding that inside edge. It is Waldron who walked his first time up, awaiting in the on-deck circle for the Seawolves. The 2-1, it is up and in, and now the count stands at 3 balls, 1 strike. Once again, up next, it is the Marucci Spikes taking on Team Ohio Pro Select. That game's scheduled to get underway at around 3:15. 3-1, swing and a miss, and we are full. And based on what could be our potential ending time, I'm going to say 2:45 is going to be our new adjusted start time for that game. We will see if that actually does happen. The payoff pitch, it is going to be inside for ball 4. And with one down, there is some life on the bases for the Seawolves, as that is the game-saving run. The game isn't necessarily over here, keep in mind. We could play on further into the contest, but some things still would have to change. With one down, it is Waldron stepping back in. First pitch, he will line down the right field line, but foul. Count now 0-1, and based on where Reese is out and right, that would have potentially gone to the corner if it was in fair territory. So he'll have to be careful of that out and right if the ball is hit to him again. The 0-1 breaks in, now 1-1 the counts. It'll be interesting to see who goes in the next game on the mound for Team Ohio Pro Select to try and get yet another win. A 2-0 start, and they would be in a really good spot to, I would say, solidify their spot in the championship round. 1-1, swing and a miss, now 1-2 the counts. Hayer still with his shin pads on, awaits in the on-deck circle. The thing is, though, if there is a double play here and the inning's over, the game is over too. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Pops up on the infield, everybody charging off to the right side. It is going to be called off over at first base, and the play is made 2 down. Nice work over at first base. I believe that is still Boscher in. So that means the Seawolves are down to their final out of the game. And it is going to be Ayers stepping in. And we will see how he is able to fare here. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. 0-1 the count. But 10-0 your score in this game. Team Ohio Pro Select on the verge of victory. The 0-1 up high now, 1-1 the count. Rister trying to end the game here, and if he does, that would mean an hour and 15 minutes for this game. So one of the quickest ones this summer. The 1-1 misses in the dirt for ball 2. Once again, for those just tuning in, they need 1 run to keep the game going. Nothing here, and the game is done. Two balls, 1 strike here. The pitch. Driven into right field. Reese is going to charge it, but in the end, it is going to die a lot shorter than it looked like it was going to. Boscher gets there, and that should do it for this one. We have 10-0, and same does Game Changer. And I think the teams are going to line up here, and they will. It is Team Ohio Pro Select getting the win. 10-0 your final in game number 3 of our day. One final commercial break, and then we will be back on to announce our player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Pretty straightforward in this one. It is Team Ohio Pro Select taking down the ESC Jr Seawolves 10-0, your final in this game. Team Ohio Pro Select stifling the Seawolves. Your player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. Very rare in games like this that I give it to the starting pitcher, but I will in this case. Braden Songer, 7 strikeouts today, 3 innings of work. He got the win while allowing 1 hit and 1 walk. So a total of 2 base runners allowed on his watch. He was absolutely dominant, and he got the job done for the Tops. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter, as well as subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. There is no cost associated with it, but it greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we serve the Cleveland and the Stark County areas. Game number 4 is scheduled to get underway in around an hour at 3:15. We will see what time we actually get underway for that game. I would expect it to get underway at around 2:45, 2:50, but we will see. We are not going to put that next game link live quite yet, as we are going to wait until we have a concrete answer of when that game is supposed to start. But for now, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Schoonover Stadium, and we will see you again relatively soon for game number 4 of the day as the Marucci Spikes take on Team Ohio Pro Select. This has been the 2025 Kent State Invite number 4 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge.